Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everyone is well. I'm just letting some more people in. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. I know everybody's really busy. I don't know about you, but can't quite believe that we are the 20th of January already. I think we're going to be talking about Christmas very, very shortly. So I really appreciate people taking time out to be with me. If you're watching this on replay, equally, thank you very much for taking the time. So without further ado, let me introduce myself. For those of you that don't know me, I think everybody does, but just in case, my name is Emma Good. I'm the founder of digital marketing agency 24 Fingers. We work with people all over the world to get more digits on their bottom line through marketing. I'm also the very proud Enterprise Nation UK Digital Marketing Advisor, and I got voted for in December. And I know there's a lot of people that voted for me on this call, so I really, really, really appreciate it. I was determined to win, and I did, so thank you. I'm also an official Facebook and Instagram trainer, and I'm a digital advisor for Vodafone. So what this means is that I have to keep on top of the algorithms. I implement best practices, and I'm going to be sharing very plain English, no techno mumbo jumbo advice for you today in terms of growing your business and getting more leads. Quick question for everybody. Pop into chat. Do you get leads regularly from your website, or do you struggle to know where your next lead is coming from? Pop in chat and we'll kind of see where everyone's at. Any thoughts? So, are you getting leads consistently from your website, or is it a bit of a waiting for your friends to recommend you? Brilliant. I love the fact that you're getting recommendation, Annalisa, and website. That's the perfect sweet spot. Lena, referrals, yeah. And I know for the people that are getting pure referrals, they sometimes worry that if the referrals dry up, they haven't got a consistent pipeline. So let's go through some ways that we can help you today. All of these, all the things that I'm going to show you are very low cost or free. We're not ones to be recommending you spend thousands and thousands of pounds on your marketing. Of course you can do, but all of this is accessible. Okay, so let me share my screen. For those of you that don't know, I have a course actually that is based on this presentation. So if you like topics that I've discussed today, but you're not quite sure how to implement them, do drop me a note and I'll get back and share more. Okay, so like I said, today's session is 7 ways to get more leads, something that most people do want, unless they've got too many leads to cope with, and that's different. That's a different webinar. That's our automation webinar. Okay, so like I say, official, accredited, and down to earth, accessible advice. I'm of a certain age, and when I was growing up, it was Yellow Pages that people would advertise in order to get their next lead. Obviously, we don't have Yellow Pages anymore. We have Google. And in today's session, when I say Google, I mean Google, Bing, all of the search engines. But essentially, we have got so much competition nowadays. There's never been a busier time online or on social media. You know how kind of hectic it is in that world. We get emails a lot. We get advertising a lot, and our attention spans are going down accordingly. So we have to really make sure that we're marketing effectively to cut through all of that noise. Since 2020, I've trained in excess of 1,300 small business owners, but probably more now. And I've identified 7 things that you really need in your business. Having social media alone isn't enough anymore. When platforms go down or TikTok gets banned, it leaves you in a vulnerable position. So we've identified the 7 pillars of marketing that we think every business needs. And in my training, I saw that pretty much most companies are doing 1 or 2 really, really, really well. But there's a huge room for improvement and also opportunities if you get these 7 right. So what are these 7 things? What are these 7 components? The first one is social proof. So You know what it's like. You book a restaurant, you book a holiday. We've got Silvana on call who runs trips and expeditions to Tanzania. You're going to check the background reviews from other people first before you do anything. You want to know, will I like it? Have others enjoyed it? Did others give me a did others have a great experience? And can I trust the people that I'm going to be giving my money to? The fact that 88% of consumers will trust reviews as well as personal recommendations is crucial. It means that they're going to be checking you out before they've even spoke to you, before they've checked your website, before they checked your social media. They're going to be looking at your reviews. So hugely important to get reviews consistently and recently. So typically people don't trust a review if it's more than 3 months old. So really you want to be getting monthly reviews to make sure that you're timely. It just adds into that trust factor. So, like I say, they're going to be researching you without you even knowing about it. They're going to discard your old reviews. So if your last review is in 2020, they're going to be thinking, well, you know, are they gone past? Can I still trust them? Recent reviews is hugely important. With that social proof, so other people buying and liking what you do, you can then use that in advertising. And Google will also rank you higher if you get positive reviews. So these are just some examples of product-based businesses where they've incorporated positive reviews in their visuals. And, you know, if I look at these visuals, I really like them because I think, that person liked it. It feels really authentic. It feels really real, as opposed to a company going, I'm wonderful, buy from me. There's a different vibe there. One of the questions I often get asked is, where should I have reviews? Should it be on Google? Should it be on Trustpilot? Should it be TripAdvisor? I would say if you're pushed for time, do it on Google because that's going to help your SEO. Okay. Does anybody pop into chat? Does anybody struggle to ask for reviews? I know it can be a bit awkward sometimes. We're quite English, aren't we, about asking for reviews? I used to be a bit reticent, and now I just ask for reviews constantly because I've seen the absolute difference it makes. And most people, when I win new business, they say, you know, I looked at your reviews, so it's a great sales driver for me. Just going to take into chat. So what I would say with reviews is that you want a system, you want an automated system where you don't need to think about it manually. You want to embed that in your business. So when somebody's booked, when somebody's paid, when somebody's experienced your product or service, having set timelines, and then if they don't leave you a review, have an automated strategy that's going to kind of keep on at them, but keep reminding them, keep front of mind, and give them a reason to give you a review. And you can phrase that accordingly. So reviews, highly important and obviously free. Just going to take in chat. Amazing, Donna. Yeah. See, if you've got a CRM, Donna was just saying, if you've got a CRM, you can easily integrate this stuff. Listings. Like I say, I used to look at Yellow Pages. Now we look at Google. Okay. If you're a local business and you want to come up in your local area, potentially you could get seen by an extra 1,000 people a month just by having your local optimization on point. And what I mean by that is Google My Business. So I don't know whether everybody has seen that, you know, when you go into Google and you type something in and you see a map come up. If you can get that right, you will get free traffic to your business every day, just by the amount of volume of people that are searching for local businesses. I think that says it all. 97% are going to be searching online for a local business, whether that's on social media or whether that's on Google. So Google My Business is a free tool that Google provides, and it's specifically designed to get you in front of local customers. Social media in chat, tell me, do we love it? Do we hate it? Do we tolerate it? Do we wish we could do more of it? How are we feeling about it? You know, some people have got a bit of a love-hate relationship on social. Selena, not good. Anyone else? I'm certainly not one of those people that kind of share that I've had an avocado for breakfast. So Majin, wish I could do more of it. So we've got a solution for that. We're talking soon. I'm really looking forward to our chat. And also, Majin, you've got the most perfect asset. You're a photographer, so you've got the raw material. But I think it's fair to say that it's not going away. Oh, Donna's just segued me very nicely. It's not going away. So we either embrace it or we lose out. Okay. I'm a big one though for making it authentic. I'm not somebody to be dancing or singing silly songs. It doesn't fit in with my brand. So you need to make sure that it works for us in a way that feels right. And each of us on this call are experts in our business. So the key is to create content that can be produced quickly, easily, but feels real. I don't want any of my clients to feel like, oh God, here we go. I've got to post on Facebook again. I want it to be a joy and to get something out of it and actually quite embrace it. Okay. So stats speak for themselves. It is not going away, but how do you do it? A few things that are going to make life easier and more effective for you. If you do video, always subtitle them. People nowadays watch videos without sound on. So if you're not subtitling your videos, you're definitely going to be missing out with people interacting on your videos and watching till the end. They will completely kind of shut off in the first 3 seconds. On all of the platforms, you'll be able to see in the insights section how long people watched your videos. So you might think I've done an amazing video, look at the insights and think, oh, at 15 seconds, people dropped off. What was it that I said at 15 seconds that made people turn off? So do check out video usage and video kind of viewing, and absolutely always do subtitles. And one of the benefits now on platforms is you can make subtitles within Insta, within TikTok automatically. So you haven't got to go and put it in a different program. But that's like number one, subtitles for your videos. Okay. I would say in terms of the algorithm now, Reels is always going to outperform link-based posts. The platforms want you to keep within platform. So what we mean by that is posts that stay within platform, don't link out to a third-party site, whether that's your website or somewhere else. If you want to do that, if you want to put a link to your website, put it in comments rather than the actual post. That way the platforms can see it as a post or an image or a video as opposed to a link-based. If you look at your stats, you'll always see the link stuff right at the bottom. Anything that includes a reel or a story will outperform a post, and a post will outperform a link, if that makes sense. That's like really, really crucial. Every time we put in a web link into our top bit of our post, the platforms are going to reduce the amount of people that see your post because they don't want to take you off platforms. So definitely any links to your website, put them in comments. Just going to take in chat. In the course that I run, we have a system where we create content for the whole year. And once you've created, then you can schedule it, and then literally you can just engage, and it doesn't become that, oh my God, it's been a week and I haven't posted what to do type scenario that I know a lot of people struggle with. Next one, websites. So that just shows you the scale of how quickly new websites are going up. I mean, daily, hourly, by the minute, there is a new website. So the competition for page one of Google is super high. That doesn't mean to say as a small business, though, that we can't rank on page one, and we'll come on to the SEO shortly. Key point on here, design your website for mobile, not desktop. So most of us design a website to look landscape. Actually, we need to design our website to look portrait. I know Lena on the call, who is an ESG expert, has a beautifully designed website that has amazing call to actions, and it's really designed for conversion. This is super key. We don't just want a website that looks pretty. We want our website to work really hard for us. So check out something called Google Speed Test. I think it's called Google Page Speed Insights. It's a free tool. It will tell you how quickly your website loads. If it doesn't load in 3 seconds, you're going to find that people are bouncing off. So you've got all the hard work done by bringing them to your website, and if they leave quickly without doing anything, it's really frustrating. So speed of website is crucial nowadays, and that will only get more so as people get more time poor. So mobile first, make sure that your website tracks. What I mean by that is all of the platforms like Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, Pinterest, X have tracking codes that you can install on your website for free that will help track your visitor demographics. And what we mean by that is how many people come to your website, what type of person they are they B2B, are they B2C, where they live, what shopping habits they do. So, for example, Facebook know that I have one amazing son, I live in Brentwood, I spend more in Costa than I should, I buy lots of art, etc. And they're building up this profile of me. What you can then do with this pixel that's free to install is you can tell Facebook, Instagram, Google, etc. to go away and find you more people like me if you're an art shop. And the beauty about that is that you know that I'm going to be your ideal client, your ideal customer persona or avatar, some people like to say. If you don't have that, you're kind of shooting in the wind every time you do advertising because you're not giving the platforms enough welly to understand what you do, who you do it for, and what you've got to offer. It shouldn't take you long to install it. We can help if that's a struggle, but this is a crucial piece of kit that's free, that's going to give you so much intel in order for you to build campaigns on. Similarly, when you've got the analytics and the tracking set up, you want to review it. It's no good just putting all this data to one side and keep doing what you're doing because the saying goes, you'll get the same results. So have a look at your analytics, especially Google Analytics, every month. See where your traffic's coming from. It could be that you've done a partnership with somebody, or you've been featured in a magazine, or you've done a Facebook promotion, or Instagram promotion. You want to see what that's actually done to your business, and Google Analytics will give you a very definitive answer of X amount of people came from a particular channel, they came to my website, X% stayed, X% left. Of the X% that stayed, what did they do? Did they fill out a contact form? Did they bounce off? Did they read a particular article? Is one blog put outperforming another? It's going to give you so much intel for you to then rinse and repeat. And for me, when we're time poor and we're trying to be the accountant and the bookkeeper and the salesperson and the HR and all of this, we want to really maximize our efforts so that we're not doing stuff that doesn't bring us a reward. And if you're anything like me, I'm really impatient, so I want to see quick wins. And if you're looking at your stuff monthly, you're going to be able to pivot really quickly based on this data. Shopping, I love shopping. I like shopping for art. So in the pandemic, online shopping just absolutely took off. Obviously, we were stuck indoors. I think one day, this is really bad, but one day I went on the website and I bought 9 pairs of stilettos. Very cheap. I think it was like 40 quid all in. I've never worn stilettos in my life, and I couldn't even go out, and I don't know what was going on. I think I was just like really stir crazy. But again, online shopping is not going away, and it's here to stay. I would say that also goes for service-based businesses as well. So we're much more happy now to take payment for services online. So, for example, with me, I have a training business. People pay online, they pay through Stripe, and that happens automatically. And that's been a joy, and that's taken so much time away from manual payment collection. So even if you're service-based, see how you can incorporate online payments within your business, because yeah, it will definitely take away some stress and headaches. Make sure if you do that, that you offer the widest range of payment gateways. So things like Shopify, and Wix, etc., and Squarespace, you can integrate that at source, makes it a lot easier for you. If you've got a manual WordPress website, again, there's things like WooCommerce that you can integrate. Give the customer the choice about how they pay, and if you can do PayPal and credit card, I would highly recommend that. If somebody's been to your website once and they've popped something in the basket, again, product or service, you can use email marketing to re-engage them. So the next time they go on social media, they might see the product that they put in the basket but haven't paid for yet. If they go onto Google and they might see an image of your business, it keeps you front of mind and it's really cost effective. If you're taking payment online, you want to make sure that your website's secure and it's got an SSL certificate. This is the padlock on the top left. Your website developers will be able to do that. It's not hugely expensive, but it just gives Google that trust factor that you are who you say you are. Advertising. I showed you some advertising visuals before on the social proof slide. Advertising doesn't need to cost thousands. You can certainly control how much you want to spend. So you could start on Meta, Facebook and Instagram for a couple of quid a day. You could start Google for £10 a day, for example. The benefit of advertising is your time. So typically we can get in front of 1,000 prospective clients for about a tenner. So to my mind, I sit there and think, well, should I spend an hour of my time, and my time's worth X, to manually get in front of these people, or would I spend a tenner to get in front of 1,000 people? You will know how much time you've got and how much budget you've got. And if you're time poor and you've got some budget to play with, then I would highly recommend ramping up a post that's already doing well. So if you put out a post organically and it's done well, pop in a few pounds to boost that and amplify its reach so you can get in front of more people. And again, with that pixel, with that tracking, you can absolutely identify the type of people you want to reach out to and where they're situated. You can basically tell the platforms that you only want your ad to run between 9 and 5, for example, on certain times of the week. You can split test different visuals. You can see what people resonate with, whether it's a picture of you or a picture of your product, for example, what different headlines, what different text, what color backgrounds people like. You can split test and kind of refine the visuals to the nth degree until you get that absolute sweet spot in terms of messaging, products, and placement. So what platform it's going on, your targeting, and what you're actually saying in the ad. Again, I think that says it all. Huge amount of money. I mentioned remarketing, so you might have seen, but yourself, when you go onto social media or a company's website, the next time you go back, you might have seen the product that you already looked at on the company's website. That's called remarketing. I don't know about anybody else, but it really bugs me when I see the same ad 20 times. It really bugs me. So do it cleverly, set a limit in terms of how many times people are going to see the same ad. Run a test campaign, don't need to be spending thousands. And see where your ads work best. Is it Instagram? Is it Facebook? Is it Google? Each of them will give you what's called a CPA, which is a cost per acquisition. That's how much did it cost to get you a client. And then you can decide whether that's good margin for you or not. If you've got a product for a tenner, but it's costing you 50 quid to get that conversion, clearly not. You want to make sure that your what's called ROAS, return on ad spend, is positive before you scale up. And I run a campaign for an event, and for every £1 that the client puts in, they get £5 back in ticket sales. So obviously they're happy to do that all day long because they're seeing that positive ROAS. SEO. Across the board, on every client, every sector, every industry that I've ever worked in, when I looked at Google Analytics, the most engaged audiences come from SEO. They stay longer on the website and they visit more pages. When you pay for traffic, you haven't earned that loyalty. But with SEO, you've earned the right to be on page 1, and there's a different relationship and it shows through on Google Analytics. No one wants to be on page 2, and there's about 10 results on page 1, and everyone wants those 10 results on page 1. You have to make sure that your SEO is effective and it's working hard for you, because page 2 might as well not be nowhere, but again, people are time poor. People are going to be clicking on the first page for results. It's a free piece of kit from Google called Google Search Console. and that shows you what your website ranking for currently. So in my course, we go through how to identify what words will rank, what words are good for SEO, and how to get those words onto your site. It'll also do things that show you what's broken on the site, how speedy it is, basically whether Google loves you or not. And if Google love you, you've got more than the chance of a big company to go to page one. So I have local clients that are outranking nationally. I've got one hypnotherapy client, for example, in Cambridge, and she's ranking nationally for all of her services, which is amazing. And we've done that organically without having to pay. You might have heard of a word called backlinks. Backlinks is part of SEO where other websites link to you. So um, it might be that somebody is writing a blog on photographers in London, for example, and they might find Majine's blog and they or website, and they might mention her in their site. That's called a backlink. And what that does to Google is it basically gives you a thumbs up to say your website and your product and your service must be good enough for a third party to link to. Therefore, we're going to give you a bit of a brownie point and where you can put you higher up in the rankings. In the olden days, and in SEO terms, it's only like a few years, but in the olden days, people used to buy volumes of backlinks that weren't good quality. The idea now is that you buy and acquire backlinks organically that are relevant to your business, and you can do that through partnerships and collaborations. So I'm going to stop there before we ask the $1,000,000 question. There's 7 activities that I've kind of gone through. I would love to know in chat or take yourself off mute. How do you think your businesses are performing across those 7? And at the beginning, I said most businesses do 1 or 2 super well, but I haven't seen many companies do all 7. Hence me developing a course on it. Any thoughts about what areas you're super strong in, and any ones that you think actually I need some support on that? What score would you give yourself out of 7? Oh, Lena, no. You're not a 1, and you definitely won't be a 1 by the time you've done the course. I don't think you're a 1 now. Anyone else? It is a journey, yeah. And I would say like do one thing at a time. Like we can't do all of this. Most of us have got family commitments. We're running a business. Most of us are solopreneurs as well. It's a lot. Brilliant, Donna. Silvana 3.5. Amazing. Cool. Well, I'm really happy to offer you guys a audit that shows you exactly where you are. So let me show you what these look like. We benchmark businesses across the 7 different areas that I mentioned. So this is an example. This person got 50%. It shows you that their SEO was great and the website was pretty good. Um, Needed a little bit of support on these 3 areas, plus e-commerce, but advertising was the crucial one to fix in their industry. I take you through each of the different areas, and we talk through what's good, what's bad, and different, and what you can do to get that overall score closer to 100. Please don't worry about the score. I've had people come to me and their score has literally been 0. And I've explained that the only way is up, and very small actions will increase that score very, very, very quickly. I've got clients on my program that are 87. I've got clients on the program that are 17. So there is no barrier to getting that score up. What it does show you is continual improvement. I think as small business owners, we want to see that the efforts that we're making are absolutely having an impact. And the quicker the impact, the more people come to our website, the more prospect clients that we can have to grow our business. So if you would like more details, or if you want me to do an audit for you, please pop into chat yes, and I will sort that out for you. It will take me about 48 hours. So I can have your audit report ready. What's today? Wednesday. I can have your audit report ready by the weekend, and then we can go through it together next week. And then depending on what your report comes out at, and depending on where you think you might need a bit of extra support, you might have it all down pat and you might be like 100%. But if you do want support, like I say, we have a program that take you through the 7 steps. We meet weekly. We meet just like this. It's a very kind of safe space. So it's no questions a silly one. I do the work there and then, so I can show people how to do it, not just the secret sauce, and tell them why. I can actually show them how to do it. So again, if you'd like details on that, pop in a yes. Lena, your audit's already been done, actually. It's on your email. So if you can't see that, I can resend it, but yours is done. I think we sent that through on Monday, so you should have that. But no, not so. I didn't want you to miss it. So yeah, if anybody would like either a report or more details about the program that runs along these 7 steps, I would love to hear from you, and we can help. So time for questions. Light bulb moments. Anything that kind of struck out to you? Think, oh God, I didn't know that, and yeah, I'm going to get onto that. What's been the biggest kind of light bulb moment from today for you? Feel free to pop in the chat or take yourself off mute, whatever works for you. Any questions as well? Anything that you want me to run through again? Yeah, Donna, keep in touch. I think you've got my email, so yeah, keep in touch, and happy to chat after. Yeah, I'm looking forward to chatting about yours, Machine. And yep, Sylvania, yep, Google search it's a no-brainer. If you can get organic traffic without having to pay for it, it's what, and also once you're on page 1, you don't tend to drop off. So it's good all round. Thanks. So if everyone is yeah, consistent content calendar, yeah, we'll go through all of that. I'm here. Drop me notes, drop me a note if you're ready for your audit or you want more information about the program. I've got more events coming up, so please do feel free to follow me on Eventbrite and you'll get the notifications automatically. But like I say, thank you so much for taking the time, and I really appreciate you spending this session with me. And yeah, happy posting and have a great rest of the week. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Lena.